Hi, we're back again. This is task 1 for your Habitat final major project. So I'm just going to go through it, but I want you to read it and download it from Interact. So part A, you've got to research the word habitat online and find 2 to 3 different meanings and write them up in your own words. So you can include web links of where you got your research from, but really it's just about finding out what habitat can mean, because it can mean different things. It can mean territory, it can be about a social space, it could be an urban space, a domestic space, a natural space. It's a place where people or things, animals, inhabit, all right? So it's very loose. Once you've got those 2 to 3 meanings written down, okay, I want you to create an A4 mood board just full of images. So when you look up the word habitat, what images come up, all right? And there can be a mix. And then save that work. Part C. Now, based on looking at your images and what you understand of habitat so far, I want you to produce 2 different spider diagrams and include images and text. And it's 2 separate ideas about habitat. Okay, they could be linked slightly as long as they're different from one another. So in terms of images, you might want to draw from or close in on a particular way of looking at habitat, such as you might want to focus in on city, you might want to focus in on home, you might want to focus in on nature. So let's take home, for example. What kinds of things do you do when you're within your spaces at home? So what happens in the kitchen? What kinds of activities take place in the lounge, etc. And I want you to find imagery related to that and put words down, and then start to think about what you could make. So if it's going to be photographs, how big would they be? How many would you make? Where would they be based? Who's going to be your target audience? Who's going to be interested in this and why? Try and don't think, worry too much about the detail relating to what it will look like at the end, as long as you get some ideas down. So that's 2 different ideas. Okay, so that's part C. Part D. What ideas do you have about what you actually want to create? So thinking about what research you've done, do you want to create a series of, say, 5 photos? Do you want to do a magazine cover for a specific audience with an article with photographs and text inside? Do you want to make a short documentary? Do you want to make a short advert? Or you might want to make an animation. Write down what you want to make as a small paragraph. What's it going to be like? Look at what you've researched already for ideas. Have a chat with your family or friends over social media. Spread the word about your ideas and get other people's views on it to help you. If you've got more than one idea and you're not sure which to choose, write both of them down as a paragraph, yeah? To help you decide. This is about problem solving. Spider diagrams help you to problem solve and come up with different options. So do writing down each ideas and speaking to other people. Which idea in the end are you most likely to go for, and explain why? So having spoken to other people, for example, chat with your best mate about it, chat with your family, email your tutors. Which one are you going to narrow down and sort of go for? Once you've got all this evidence down, save it somewhere safe as ideas, okay? And if you've got access to IT, which most of you have, upload that document and your images and everything as ideas and put it on your Wix blog so that me and Marissa can look at it, okay? If for whatever reason you haven't got access to IT, make sure you've photographed on your phone everything that you've recorded on paper and email it to me and Marissa if you want us to check it, yeah? But just keep us up to date with what you're doing. That's the most important thing, and we're here to help every day, more or less. All right? So that's task 1. Cheers for listening.